let's see the Parsvottanasana, next asana. So I want you for that, can you please turn around? So we have the Paschim Namaskar for that in a Ashtanga Yoga as we're practicing. So we're gonna open our arms to the side, just stretch your arms to the side here. And we're going to roll our arms like inward and then swing the hands behind your back. Now you bend your elbows and bring the sides of the fingers, your sides of the palm, the outer palms together, and moving the forearms, trying to walk the wrist towards each other, pressing the wrist against each other as much possible, pressing the palms together and trying to move the shoulder blade inward as much you can. See what have a tendency, otherwise shoulder tip goes forward. So you're going to push the shoulder blade towards each other, opening the chest, and the shoulder tip goes backward in this position, pushing the elbows back and pressing the hands strongly together. So you press the hands in this position. Now from here, I want you to just open the legs, neck from there, right foot to the right side, left foot to the left. Yeah, you can turn to the right side. So this is the closed pelvic position. So we're gonna keeping the right leg directly front to the top of the mat and left toe slightly out as we do Virabhadrasana. So trying to make the one action like rolling the legs inward in this position, which will help us to make our legs more firm. So working on the back leg, so with the next inhalation, I want you to lift your chest up, nicely expand from the sides of the body. Yes, and push the tip of the shoulder backward, drawing the shoulder blade together. Nicely compact your shoulder blade together and open the front part of the chest nicely. Tailbone rolling in this position and strongly pushing the left thigh backward. So rolling the left thigh like into outward. So into out movement, rolling the back leg inward nicely. So pressing the heel. So as you arching the back in this position, shifting the body weight on the back heel, keep the brain on the left leg. Inhale. Now as you exhale here, tilting the hip forward. So work from the base, tilting the hip forward in this position. Yes, very good. And extend your spine forward, 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 and maintain as you go down, maintain the extension from part of the body. Bringing the belly over the thigh as much possible. Chest closer to the knees and bringing the chin close to the shin bone, or you look down to the right foot. But trying to keep the back straight as much possible. Your both hips in a neutral position, the outer right hip rolling back and the outer left hip rolling front. Nicely maintain the length from the sides of the body, trying to move the floating ribs like a stretch from the sides of the abdominal muscles to keeping the spine more longer here. So pressing the hands together strongly and walking the hands towards the neck as much possible, and extend your humerus bone back towards the elbows. So elbows moving up and backward in this position. Gaze your right foot toe. Chest open, belly resting on the right thigh. Chest over the knee and look at your right foot. Trying to press the ball of a right big toe strongly on the floor. So avoid shifting the weight on the heels. Trying to press the front part of the right foot as much possible here. Just stay there. Take a couple of breaths in this position. Trying to raise the right sitting bone high, upward movement, and descend your spine down here strongly. Inhale. So as you exhale, settle, bend the right knee, look front, press the right foot, and then all the way back to center. For example, if somebody feeling difficult to make a bind, so they can simply hook the hands behind the back. So you can hold the opposite elbow. You can swing the hands backward and hook the opposite elbow. We can hook the opposite elbow, or either we can interlock the fingers behind the back. Let's try one more time. So shoulder tip again rolling backward. Nicely stretch from the sides of the chest. Move the tip of the shoulder away from the sides of the chest. Inhale, shifting the weight on the back leg. As you exhale, then tilt your hip forward and go with the straight back, straight back. For the beginner people, stay high, like work on the extension of the spine. Try to keep your back straight. That's it. So trying to keep the shoulder high, drawing the shoulder blade together to open the chest, and use your forearms to push the spine like down, like as you do like a cow pose, trying to make that action. Tailbone high on the backward movement, pushing backward, and extend the entire back towards the crown of the head, towards the chin as much you can, working on the front part of the body. So person, those are having the stiffness on the thigh, beginner, working on the flat back or straight back. So whatever is straight the back, it will really help us to stretching the hamstring, glutes muscles, and they can keep the back straight, and as well as we getting the stretch on the thigh. Or the another modification, we can subtle bend the right knee, yeah, like that. So it will also help us to get more deeper into this position for the people those having a stiff thigh, people having the back pain modification. Or the next option, what we can do for finding difficult, uncomfortable for the shoulder, cannot open the chest, or so what we can do, come back to the center. Or the one of the option, what we can do, we can reaching the hands down. So you release the hands with the inhalation, take the arms up now, stretch your arms up. like a Urdhva Hastasana. Pressing the back foot, lift from the sides of the body, extension. As you exhale, stretch your arms forward, 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 halfway, longer arms. That's a stay there. Look front, keeping the longer arms and push the hips backward and stretch your arms forward. So the another option, what we can do, we can place the hands on the brick underneath the shoulder. So we're going to keep the brick directly underneath the shoulder, press the palms and head up, work on the extension of the spine. Another modifications. If somebody have really find it difficult to move the shoulder, hands backward, very stiff shoulder, so they can drop the hands down. Or people, those have stiff thighs, beginner people, work on the extension of the spine with a straight back. So once you feel comfortable in this position, you can try to slowly bend the knee or bend the elbow or drop the brick in the second label as you feel like a little improvement or flexibility on the thigh. You can drop the brick down, first label or second label according the capacity, according our flexibility of the thigh. And as well as here, you can bend the elbows and slowly working on the forward bend, bringing the belly over the thigh as much possible. Chest towards the knees here in this position. Or the next action what we can do to maintain the extension of the spine, from here is simply walking the hands like to the top of the mat. Yeah, you can working on the extension of the spine, just to only walking the hands to the top of the mat as much you can will help you to find that nice sharp length in your entire back from the tailbone to the fingertip. Like you're stretching the arms forward, walking the hands forward, and same time you're pushing the chest towards your thighs and walking the hands forward and lower to the top of the mat. Another variation. Stay here for a bit. As you release the posture, walk your hands back on the brick. Press the palm on the brick, bend the knee, hands on the hip, and all the way come up. Step your right foot back. Relax. Shake your leg, move your leg. Let's try one more time, Parsvottanasana with the chair. So we fold the chair and we're going to keep the backrest of the chair, the top of the chair up, right? The legs on the floor. We're not going to move it upside down. So now open the legs again, step your leg front back, a little bit more backward, Nikki. Right foot more back, left foot more forward, between this, a little bit more, a little more. Yeah. So now we're going to adjust the backrest on our pelvic bone, on the root of the thigh, a little bit more lower. So where are we going to bend our spine? Yeah, on the top, on the center of the, just below the pelvic bone, on the pelvic bone and the root of the thigh. So from which part we're going to cut, from which part we're going to bend. So yeah, you hook the thigh, try to pull it back once nicely, fixing the pelvic bone, pressing the right pelvic against towards the seat of the chair or to the backrest of the chair, and the left hip rolling backward. Inhale, fix it nicely into the thigh and then on the pelvic, and then exhale, bend, keep the chest high, keep the chest high, keep the chest higher, keep the chest higher, and then slowly walking the hands down. I want you to hold both legs of the chair. Yeah. Once again, inhale, head up, straight back. Try to stretch from the anterior body as much you can, long spine. And then as you exhale, walk your hands or bend the elbows to the side, trying to bend your elbows, resting the chest on the seat of the chair, elbows moving out and chin on the seat of the chair or head down, keeping the back straight as much possible. So the strap, the seat of the chair is going to help us to resist our pelvic in a one line. So you have now guide. So it will push the left hip back and you have the support here. You're going to press the right pelvic against the backrest of the chair. So trying to extend your spine nicely towards the crown of the head as much possible, stretching from the side, shoulder blade moving back and out away from the ear, and you're going to rest your forehead on the seat of the chair, using your arm strength to pull the spine and keep the legs stronger. So it really beneficial to bend nicely from the hip joint and it's sharply cutting our thighs from the root where we're supposed to bend. So stay there for a bit in this way, pressing the hands and press the ball of a big toe in this position. Keep the back leg stronger. Inhale. As you exhale here, press the chair and lift your head up straight back. Settle, bend the left knee, walk your hands back and all the way up. Step your foot back or together, release.